Du kommer inte in I mitt hem.
Push the ladder.
Inte in I mitt hem, Mohammed. Du kommer inte
Kick him in the face.
Yeah. It's a long fall.
Han högg mig med en kniv, man.
No.
Han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv, en stor köttkniv.
Why are you...
What? Got a knife.
Du, han krossade glaset med en sten.
This Algerian migrant, this went viral yesterday, I guess, in Sweden. And here's the thing, before we show this clip, there seem to be multiple points. You know, people use the term de-escalate. And by that, I mean you could, by killing said migrant here, who's trying to kill his ex-girlfriend in Sweden. Here's the thing. If you have a gun, that's a non-issue. Firearm, that's why I'm pro-Second Amendment, because I don't believe that men like that should be wasting oxygen. Would prefer that he assume room temperature. The guy stabbed his Swedish ex-girlfriend's male friend then at that point with a large kitchen knife.
In the neck?
Yeah, and by the way,
going for the kill.
It's not like it was concealed.
No.
I mean, he grabbed the Michael Myers knife.
That guy's definitely liberal. Let him come.
I know. Please, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this? No.
Sure.
Look, just push the ladder.
The ladder, yeah.
Push and do it slowly so he has time to think about his mistake.
You're like, oh!
And if he gets up, do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until he learns.
For crying out loud.
I hope he falls on that knife, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, he would fall on that knife in my hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the guy, by the way, jailed for 2 years. That's it.
Just 2 years.
Yeah.
That's it? Attempted murder?
Yeah, and by the way, he also said that he would, quote, open up the victim and rape her mother. This is a horrible, horrible person. This is why pacifism... Hey, if you're not willing to fight for the woman who's there in that apartment, or maybe she had escaped at that point, if you're not willing to kill to protect your own life, and by the way, at this point, you don't need to kill him. You just push the ladder over, and the death is incidental.
Yeah. It's accident.
Whoops.
People see that as progress?
No.
Well, some people on the left do. It's like, can't we solve this through non-violent means? Now, picture that. Only picture psychotherapists and social workers going out instead of police officers. Now you have defund the police.
Well, exactly. Now that guy's eating through a straw for the rest of his life because he's like, no, man, don't break the window. He didn't even get a knife. He kept recording. I'm like, seriously, you're doing this for social media clout?
Yeah, you clearly have a free hand.
Down.
He chose to film it.
I know. I see that large knife. They'll know.
You're on camera. You're on camera. I'm going to show the police. Show them. Good luck calling them and having them arrive before I stab you in neck. No, you don't stab in neck. I stab in neck. Oh, no. It's Mr. Stabbin Neckerson. I didn't recognize. Play it again and just see the different. Let's just see the different entry points where you could eliminate this man here in the United States. All right, let's watch. Okay, so right away, you don't know. Maybe he's doing some roofing. Oh, now he's making the threat. Okay, throw something down, or at least shoot him. You could just drop a heavy knife.
Yeah. Just piss on him. He'll leave.
Grab him by his receding hair, throw him down, kick him in the face.
Push him down there.
Yeah.
Kick him in the face. Shoot him.
No.
Ow! And now the guy backs up. The guy backs up like, oh, he hit me. I better let him come up.
Look at this.
Now, bang, 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 bang. Fan the hammer.
Man.
This is why we've done those campaigns. Horror movies wouldn't be horror film without if he just had a Walther.
He had the advantage.
I know.
Why did you back up?
I know, man.
He had literally the higher ground.
Yeah.
He had the only ground.
He let himself get stabbed.
In the neck. It's a miracle that he's alive.
And this is why when people say, you want a violent gun culture? No. I want a culture where there are far more headlines that read, would-be rapist, would-be murderer, killed by woman with firearm. Because that, by the way, could just as easily in that video be a woman who's completely defenseless. That's who he was after.
Yeah.
People say, oh, it's a trope. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Okay, I'll give you that. The only thing that stops a bad Algerian migrant with a knife is anyone with a gun.
That's true. Even your gay friend who can't protect you while recording.
Oh, especially gay friends with these migrants.
I mean, she needs a...
If this guy had his way, it'd be raining men in Sweden for about a week. People are afraid because they're afraid of being censored on YouTube. Hey, someone's climbing up a ladder to stab you and or your wife or girlfriend. The best outcome is shooting him.
Yeah. He would have shot him if he was white.
Oh, that's fair.
No, it's Sweden. I don't think they have.
They don't have guns, right?
Yeah, they don't have guns.
Well, they push them, it feels
They
like.
don't have guns in Sweden?
It's very limited. Yeah,
I mean, they have guns, but they don't have like a Second Amendment right to
it's not the same
firearms.
thing as here. People are. I mean, you can be arrested in the UK if you act, even with a hunting rifle, if you defend your house. You will be the one who is arrested. I'm sorry when people say you have a gun culture in the United States. Well, I prefer that to that culture because you know what? At least a gun culture. And by the way, the murders, the homicides. When you take away the gun deaths, you take away the suicides, which we'll get into. When you take away the inter-gang related crime, your chances of being killed as a victim of gun violence, a homicide, are so tiny. Now,
Don't forget the minorities.
well, inter-urban, gang-related crime. Like, when they say, oh, guns are the number one killer of children?
No, it's black people.
Wrong.
Take away 15 to 19-year-olds who are black boys in gangs.
Yeah.
It's not even close. When you're talking about the ages 0 through 12, it's drowning. It's basic accidents, automobile accidents. And the disservice that this does is it scares you into changing the wrong thing. Look, that culture in Sweden, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. We kind of have a cap here in the United States as to how bad it gets, as to how many migrants can rape people en masse. We're not going to have what happened in Cologne at the New Year's Eve party. Yeah, exactly. I would rather have a gun culture where you shoot that man he did stab the homeowner or renter. Yeah. I'd rather have that culture than defenseless innocent citizens. Why? Because I don't think all violence is equivalent. Violence is amoral. I can use this knife to stab a man as I parkour up his apartment complex, or I can use my gun to stop a man from raping my wife.
Yeah.
Violence is not all. That's why I have a problem with zero tolerance policies in school. It sends the wrong message.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.